Well, hi everybody. Let's see, what do I got for you? I know, this is cool. This just came in. This is a 1966 Strat. And these are kind of famous because it's just post-CBS. Of course, CBS bought Fender in January of 1965. And they didn't just, blow a whistle and fire everybody and throw away all the old necks. It took them a while to make changes that they made. And one of the changes they did right off the bat was make a bigger headstock. And that headstock, some people don't like, some people love. When you compare to the pre-CBS Strat, this big headstock comes out. But with that, it was really meant to be able to see the logo better, I think was what they were thinking. They wanted people like, you don't know this is a Fender already? There was a few other changes. The plastic in the older than this, in the 63, 62 Strats, they had a mint green guard. It wasn't originally green, it was white. They faded into green, but they're made of a nitrocellular plastic. And I was selling guitars in the mid-70s, and I knew Fender people that worked at the factory during CBS, and they had pickups, the green guards, caught on fire. Roy Gallagher, the famous Irish guitar player, famously was playing at the side of the stage. He's doing his thing, and his guard literally caught on fire. And if you ever burn gasoline, which is what the nitrocellular was made of, it just went. There's other people that would touch a cigarette or something and they would burn really quickly. So they changed to a polyvinyl chloride, PVC, and changed the pickguard. What's different about these pickguards, though, the original ones are beveled differently, so you see a much darker strip here. You see it's white, black, white. You see a thicker piece of black. So they are beveled. They're not cut straight down. They're cut at an angle. And that gives you more beveling, and you get a little different look. So these earlier guards, these are kind of cool. And they don't catch on fire, whatever. Most people will pay extra for a green guard. They're expensive. But these 66s, really, there's not much difference between a 66 and a 64 Strat tone-wise. They did start changing the bobbins. If you look at this online, and you should, because this is a really clean guitar, it has two factory black bobbin pickups and one gray bobbin pickup, which is what they started to do, probably to save money. But it's still these high quality American parts. This still has the original three-way. It's never been unsoldered on the inside. It has the original frets. It's in really clean shape. It has the gold logo, which is a CBS or pre-CBS era, has the nickel cloisons. There's a lot about this that really does make it a bargain, I think, tone-wise and stuff. The nice thing about these pickups is they grade so closely to each other. They're like, it's online, it's like 5.7, 5.73, 5.56. They're really close. Why that's important is when you get an out of phase sound, when two pickups are on, and this is a three-way, how they balance to each other relates, their phase canceling each other out. So if one pickup had a stronger output, its magnetic field would be greater. And if you have pickups that are really close to each other, the out of phase sound is really sweet. And the other out of phase sound, playing through a 1966 Tremolux. We put this amplifier through the shop. Okay, it has a really cool speaker cabinet, closed back, solid pine, tiny speaker cabinet that you can put in your front seat. You can lift this cabinet with one hand easily, and with that closed back, you get this warmth that you just don't get out of an open back combo amplifier. There is two 10-inch speakers in here, so you have that crispness. But But that closed back really does add a big bass, and then being made of pine, it's like the top of an acoustic guitar. It resonates all over. We'll do a video on that later. This 66 Strat represents itself as very clean. There isn't much wear. There's a little bit of ding here and there. You know it's an older guitar, and for those of you that were born in 1966, you know, we all got a couple of dings and scratches after a while, don't we? But really even shape pickups. You're having the same bridge as a pre-CBS Strat. It's a Brazilian rosewood board, the same size frets, a similar size neck. Later 66s can be a little different. Clousons, same as a pre-CBS Strat. Gold logo, lacquer finish, same aged wood. There wasn't much that CBS could do to this. It took them a while to make the changes that made the next era less money, and the next era after that less desirable. There's something warm about these pickups. It's feather-like. It's about 7.5 pounds. I would have guessed a little lighter than that, closer to 7. It's a nice aged wood. It's completely lacquer. It's really a special guitar. We try as much as we can to try to get early Strats in here. They're getting gobbled up, and it seems to be growing. A lot of people are getting out of the stock market and they're buying collectibles. It happens every era. The stock market goes down, people jump into collectibles. But more than the collectability value, it's a toneful instrument that is really hard to capture on new guitars. So here it is, a 1966 post-CBS Strat that has pretty much all the features you would find on getting a guitar made 8 months, 12 months earlier than this one was made, and for a lot less money. This one is 1995. It's very clean. There's no real finish checking or gouging. It hadn't been played professionally. Original frets, original pickguard, original knobs, original pots, the original three-way. No one's been in here with a soldering pencil. All the pickups are balanced perfectly. This is an excellent purchase in tone, in history, and as an investment grade guitar over the years, it seems pretty sure to go up in value. On that, I'll let you go back, and thank you for the time.